Anderson for three. Two Blue Devils. This is Visser to Johnson. On a pitch. Nice spin move. Shot with Esko. Carl back. 16 minutes to play in our first half. Blue Devils with a 3-2 lead. Cunningham now to Maloney. He'll let go the long one. Blue Devils perfect from long range. And it's a 6-2 Virginia lead. Johnson's pass inside, tapped away, nice play. Comes Carlson back, and he throws it into the crowd. A turnover on the Blue Devils. And a pleasant good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Roosevelt Gymnasium in Virginia for the regular season finale as the Esko Eskimos take on the Virginia Blue Devils. Hello again, everyone. Pleasure to have you viewing tonight's live telecast on MediaCam Public Access Channel 5 and also MasabiCommunityTV.com. I'm Bob Cohn along with Darwin Aller on the camera, Terry Hardica down in the truck. The Blue Devils come in 14-11. They're 10-5 in the section, while Esko is 16-9, and they are 7 wins and no losses in the section play. The Blue Devils are averaging 69 points a game. They're giving up 63. They've lost 4 games in a row. The last game out was against Grand Rapids right here, and they lost to the Thunderhawks by a score of 69-55. For the Eskimos, they're averaging 70 points a game, giving up about 59. They've won 4 games in a row, and on Tuesday night they went to Crosby and beat the Rangers 49-36. Right now, the Eskimos are sitting as the number 1 seed in the South. They will finish as the number 1 seed, while the Virginia Blue Devils right now are probably going to finish as the number 3 seed. And looking at the standings, they're probably going to open up at home next Tuesday night in a playoff game against the number 6 seed, which looks like is going to be the International Falls Broncos. Here are the starters now for Derek Anderson, first-year head coach of Esko. Number 11, Sam Ringo, is a 5'8" senior. Number 20, Peyton Weefel, a 6-foot junior. Number 21, Riley Fisher, he's a 6'3" sophomore. Number 25 is Trevor Spindler, a 6-foot junior. And rounding out their starting lineups, number 35, Camden Berger, he's a 6-foot senior. Again, the head coach is Derek Anderson. His assistants are Corey Diedrich, Mike Spoden, and Jason Weefel. Now for the Virginia Blue Devils, here are their starters. They're going to go with their seniors tonight. All their seniors will start. At one guard will be number 10, Donnie Burwis. He's a 5'9" senior. 22, though, is the only non-senior. That's Jaden Bernard. He's 6'3", and he's a junior. Number 32 is 6'3" senior. That is Tyler Herberg. Number 42, 6'3" seniors, is Jack Perla. And rounding out the starting lineup will be a junior, 6'4" junior, Kyle Williams. Derek Aho is the head coach of the Blue Devils. Drew Hayo, Justin Reed, and Phil Pliska are the assistants. There you have the starting lineups. We're just about set for play-by-play. The Blue Devils are in their home blue, while the Eskimos are in their road white uniforms. Esko has sewed up the number 1 seed in the South, and Greenway is going to be the number 1 seed in the North. Proctor is going to finish 2. Virginia should be number 3. Mesabi East 4. Marshall 5. I Falls 6. 2 Harbors 7. And Evelyn Gilbert is going to be the number 8 seed according to my calculations. Junior varsity game tonight went to Esko by a score of 80-40. Riley Fisher in the center against Jaden Bernard, and high school basketball underway from the Roosevelt Gymnasium on this Friday night. Friday night basketball at the Roosevelt. Last regular season game. The teams then will have their seed meeting on Sunday. The QRF determines the seeds, and the playoffs start on Tuesday. Eskimos putting the ball in play. This is Berger. Here's a long-range shot put up and good. That was by Spindler. Nope, check that. It was Weefel hitting the long range. Boy, just like his father, Jason was a great outside shooter. Now here is the youngster who's a junior playing for Esko. This is Burris with the ball. Looks for someone to get the ball to. It's tapped around. A turnover on the Blue Devils. Weefel coming back. Kicks the ball on top to Berger. Goes inside to Spindler. Here is Berger from long range. Six nothing Esko. Here's Bernard from way downtown. It will not fall. A lot of white jerseys underneath. Berger coming back. Off to run. Here's a long shot from Weefel. And the Eskimos have the first 9. Bernard going in and scoring. And it's 9-2 Esko. Quick start as the Eskimos have hit the first 3 from beyond the arc. Camden Berger tries to penetrate, goes into the paint, has the ball tapped around, he gets it back. Weefel gets the pass inside, they kick it out. Here is a long-range shot, a little short. Bernard coming back in off balance, and he draws a foul. He'll shoot. Bernard will shoot 2. Bernard has all 4 points for the Blue Devils. It's 9-4. Esko again. Esko won the junior varsity game 80-40 tonight. Here is Weefel. Stodala now has checked in. High screen. Berger gives it off to Weefel from the free throw line. Weefel's got 8 points, 8 out of the first 11. And the Eskimos up to a 7-point lead on Virginia. This is Burris. High screen set by Williams. Now to Bernard. He has some trouble, regains control, puts up a long 3. Here is Weefel going in. He was blocked. Kyle Williams with a big block, and now here comes Perla back for the Blue Devils. Perla inside the circle. The ball gets tapped out of bounds. It'll be Virginia's ball. We're going to look at that replay of the block by Kyle Williams. There's Weefel going in, and there's 6'4" Williams with the block. Derek Anderson, first-year head coach, took over for Mike Devney. Devney now is coaching at Duluth-Denfeld. They ruled the last foul was called on Spindler. That's the first foul in tonight's game. Inbounds pass comes to Herberg at the baseline, off for Williams. Good, and he's fouled. Foul was on Stodala as the shot goes in, and now Williams will try to complete a 3-point play, which he does. Quick whistle for a substitution. Checking in is Corey Kama, 6'1" junior. Check that, 6'1" senior. Weefo's open, another three. It will not fall. Williams gets the rebound for Virginia. Spin move by Bernard. Pass underneath, goes to Herberg. Herberg draws the defender and scores. Esko's 9-point lead has been cut to 2 as the Blue Devils on a 9-2 run. Got a Virginia foul. Going in was Trevor Spindler. Bernard picks up the foul. Spindler will shoot 2. $14:15 to play in our first half. This is Burris. Oh, traveling called. Esko gets the ball on the Virginia turnover, and Camden Berger will bring the ball to the front court. 4-point Esko lead on Virginia. Again, boys basketball on this Friday night. Watching it on Mediacom Channel 5 and also Masabi Community TV. Here is Kalma from just inside the arc. Not good. Bernard gets the rebound for the Blue Devils. To Perla, and Jack will bring it to the front court. I'll say hello to my buddies watching tonight in sunny Florida, where it was 80 degrees this afternoon. Shot not good. Rebound by Williams. It's not good. Berger with the rebound, and here come the Eskimos out running. Going into Spindler, off balance, and draws a foul. Kyle Williams picks up the foul, his first, second team foul. Spindler will shoot 2. Peters and Carlson check in for Virginia. Trevor Spindler's been perfect from the line, 4 for 4 in the first half. And Esko has extended the lead to 6. Now they got Peters trapped in the backcourt. They get it up to Perla. Carlson to the top of the key. Ball's taken away. Carlson on the turnover. Here's Kalma going in and scoring, and Carlson picks up the foul. Got caught trailing the play. After he turned it over, got caught, and then makes the contact. Kalma's free throw is good. He completes a 3-point play. And Esko has that 9-point lead once again. They're on a 7-zip run on the Blues. Carlson going in. Kalma with the rebound. Here's Weefel for 3. We got a timeout on the court. We're going to take a break. 12:44 to play. Esko on top of Virginia, 21-9.
I'm in carpentry. We do a lot of woodworking. Right now we're actually building a couple houses. I like the atmosphere. Like everybody around here, all the faculty, they really like to help out. My instructor, Leo Lucas, he's been in the field for at least 30 years or so. My goal with carpentry is to work for a larger company down in the cities. My name is Tyler Kemp, and this is my Masabi story.
Providing transportation service for the young to the old, for the able-bodied and those who are not quite so able. Arrowhead Transit. It's your ride to get you where you need to go. Call 800-862-0175.
Back to action coming out of the Virginia timeout. I forgot to let the people know who our officials are tonight. Official in charge is Kevin White, and the other two, Dave Trolin and Kyle Lampa. Perla gets it up to Peters, tapped out of bounds. Sam Ringo now is checked in for Esko. It's a 5'8" senior. Wears number 11. Kama is guarding Bernard. Pass goes inside for Perla. Kicks the ball back out to Peters. Now Carlson. To Williams. Backs his way in. Off the glass and home. That play should be there all night for Virginia as Williams with a big height advantage. Here's Weefel. Will not fall. And the ball is thrown away. Esko now 4 out of 6 from beyond the arc. Now Peyton Koskela, 6'3" senior, checks in for Coach Anderson's Esko Eskimos. Peters has the pocket picked. Says Rango going in and scoring. Williams again backing his way in, puts up a short shot, will not fall. Weefel grabs the rebound. Common in the corner, cross court. Here's a long one from Spindler, will not fall. Williams goes high for the boards. 11:20 to play in the first half. 12-point Esko lead. Now Bernard goes in the paint. Bounce pass to Williams for 2. Kyle Williams with 7, the leading scorer for Virginia. Now Spindler backs his way in, gets it back out to Ringo. Back to Spindler in the corner. Goes in, off balance, shot will not fall. Gets the rebound and puts it home. Spindler with 6. Carlson gets it up for Williams. Williams off the glass and 2 more. Rango in the corner now to Weefel. Going in, puts it up and scores. Very nice play. We'll watch that one on replay. Watch Weefel. Nice move. Bernard in the corner goes to Peters. To Perla. And we've got a foul called. Foul called on Ringo. Sam's first, 3rd team foul. Peters pass in the corner for Bernard. Now to Perla. 12-point Esko lead and a Blue Devils turnover. Now James Lagarde and John Stodola in the lineup. Stodola is a 6'4" senior. Lagarde a 5'7" junior. Here's Kama going in, missed it. Williams goes high for the boards. Carlson. Now Bernard. Blue Devils turn it over. Here is Kama going in. A nice play by Jack Perla. Watch that play by Perla, hustling down the court. Something about Jack, he never quits on a play. Jack Perla plays hard from the start of the game until the end of the game. Jack is going to have a lot of success playing baseball for Coach Corey Kemp at St. Scholastica just because of his work ethic. 9.5 minutes to play in our first half. Spindler from the corner will not fall. Carlson and the Blue Devils looking to cut into that 12-point deficit. And the ball is taken away. Another turnover. Going in is Lagarde. He's fouled. Carlson gets his second foul after turning over the ball and trying to stop the Esko player from scoring. And now Lagarde will miss the first. He'll get one more. Camden Berger checks back in. Joe Hofdahl checks in for Virginia. Here's Bernard. We got a hand check called on Corey Kama. That's his first. Fourth team foul. Both teams now with 4 team fouls. Bernard gives it to Williams. Works his way inside. Shot may have been partially blocked. Ball is loose. Here is Bernard going in. Missed it. Rango gives it off to Berger. Back to, oh, nice play. And Berger goes in and scores. 5 points for Camden Berger. And Esko has doubled up their lead on Virginia. Hofdahl to the free throw line. Now to Peters. Boy, they just continue to ball hawk. Virginia not doing very good with the ball tonight, defending. Here's Rango in the corner. Ball goes inside. Stadala off the glass and in. Hofdahl gets it up to Peters off his foot. He regains control. Back to Hofdahl. Bombs away for Joey. It will fall. First one from long range tonight for Virginia. This is Berger. High screen set. Kama. Now Rango. Blue Devils in that man-to-man defense. Esko very patient. Man is open. Here's Kama deep in the corner for 3. Esko has made 5 out of 7 from long range, and Virginia turns the ball over. Checking in is Peyton Weefo for Esko. Just over 7 minutes to play in the first half. Esko in command, 35-18. Stodala kicks the ball out to Kama. Now Berger. Lagarde. Here's Lagarde from long range. Tipped around. Goes out of bounds. Herberg will check back in for the Blue Devils. Also coming in, number 20, is Jack Toman. Riley Fisher, 21, checking in for Esko. 6'3" sophomore. Riley's older brother, Quinn, was a good player last few years for the Eskimos. Ball goes inside, off the glass and in. Fisher scores. Going in is Bernard, missed it. Weefel with a rebound to Berger. Off to Sodal, and he's fouled. Toman will pick up the foul. His first 15 foul on Virginia. Sodal at the line to shoot 2. Got them both. Esko's made 8 out of 9 free throws, 5 out of 8 from beyond the arc. Here's Bernard trying to go baseline on Fisher. Bernard now feeds it off the ball, gets taken away. It's a long pass taken away by Hofdahl. Hofdahl gets it up to Bernard. Bernard goes in and puts it in. 6 points for Bernard. Here's Berger. That's Lagarde. Takeaway. Tolman grabs the loose ball, and here come the Blue Devils back. Ooh, traveled. Spindler will check back in for Esko. Five and a half minutes to play in the first half. Esko 39, Virginia 20. Here's shot put up is not good. That was Fisher. Now here come the Blue Devils back. Here's Bernard. He'll go in. He'll score. Here's Berger going in. Blocked. Carlson will check back in for Virginia. Comes into Fisher. He'll go baseline. Foul. Nope, they'll call traveling. Comes Carlson in the front court. Carlson goes right in, puts a shot off the glass and home. Spindler walks the ball to the front court for Esko. 15-point lead. Spindler goes in off the glass and home. Spindler's got 8. Weefel, the leading scorer for Esko. He's got 13 in the game. 9 of them from long range. This is Bernard. Spin move. Draws the defender, and he took an extra step. Sam Ringo will check back in for Esko. Williams will check back in for Virginia. (41-24) Esko, coming up on 4 minutes to play in the first half. Here, going in and scoring was 25 Spindler. He's got 10. Hofdahl, they'll trap it. They'll take it away. You saw that one coming. Spindler with a dozen. And Esko has up their lead, 45-24. Here's Tolman. Goes to Carlson, deep in the corner for 3. Virginia now 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. Here's Spindler in the paint, left-handed scores. Carlson to Tolman, coming up on the 3-minute mark. Tolman going baseline off the glass. Charge, no basket. Second foul on Tolman. Peters and Parallel check back in as we watch on this replay. Now checking in is number 2, Hubie Gonczarowski, 5'7" senior. It's the 10th player that Esko has played tonight. Spinner puts it up, not good. The ball is loose. Weefel gets it in the corner. Here is Gonczarowski. Now Ringo, 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Ringo gets a seam and goes in and missed it. Put back up by Weefel. Try to put it back up again. Now his turnaround shot will not fall. And Peters grabs the boards for Virginia. Inside for Perla. Shot will not fall. Loose ball is grabbed by Gonczarowski. Tapped out of bounds. It'll be Esko's ball with 2:07 to play in the first half. Bernard will check back in for Virginia. Going in and putting up is Gonczarowski. It's not good. Here come the Blue Devils. Bernard back. Spin move. Goes in. And an offensive foul is called. .149 to play in the first half. Esko by 20 over Virginia. Again, this is the regular season finale for both of these teams. Playoffs start on Tuesday. Esko will be the number 1 team in the South, and Virginia will be the number 3 team in the North, according to QRF rankings. This is Ringo. Gonczarowski. Ball is taken away by Tolman. Here's the sophomore going in and scoring. 5'10" sophomore gets his first points. Here's Weefel for 3 more. 16 for Weefel tonight. 6 for 9 for the Eskimos from beyond the arc. Inside for Bernard. Gets it. Spindler goes in, missed the shot. Ball is loose on the floor, and we've got well, it's ruled out of bounds. It'll be Virginia's ball. This is Bernard to Peters, and traveling is called. Seven seconds to go. Berger. Gonczarowski. Here's Weefel for 3. Not good. And our first half is in the books. Esko 50, Virginia 31 at the break.
Good morning, officer.
Morning. How's it going today, ma'am?
I just want you to know, I love this city. I can always find a parking place, and I never have to parallel park. Look here, every car is bunched up over on that side of the street, so it makes it really easy for me to park. And what's so odd is that yesterday, every car was on that side of the street.
Well, ma'am.
Oh, just call me Yvette. And what was your name?
I'm Chad. It's nice to meet you, Yvette. Calendar parking is why all these cars are on this side of the street. Here in Virginia, we have calendar parking, so that way the cars are on the right side, so that way it makes it a little easier. So now, on an even day, you would park on the even side of the street as the addresses. So you see these house numbers over here all have even numbers. So on an even day, you park on that side. On an odd day, you would park on the same side of the street as the odd number houses. So during the winter months of November through April, we try to make sure that cars are parked on the even or odd side of the street, depending on the calendar day.
So you're going to give me a ticket? I thought you were so nice.
I am nice, and I'll tell you why I'm nice. Because the Virginia Police Department, when calendar parking is followed, it ensures that our city crews can get out and plow all the roadways after a major snow event. Also, it makes it a lot safer for all the pedestrians and all other traffic in the area. Besides that, many of the streets in Virginia are narrow, so when it comes to emergency vehicles getting through, it's nice to have all the vehicles parked on the right side of the roadways, so ambulances, fire trucks, squad cars, even just regular vehicles can get through.
I am so sorry. I didn't know.
Can I tell you something else?
Yes, I know. Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
What I was going to say is actually during the summer months, calendar parking changes a little bit. We try to make it a little easier for everybody. So from the months of May through October, you only have to worry about switching sides every 2 weeks. So on the first of the month, you make sure that you park on the odd side of the street. And on the evening of the 16th, you swap over to the even side of the street for the rest of the month. And just one more thing.
Yes?
How about you move your vehicle to the proper side of the street and we'll call it even.
Oh, I could just hug you. Can I hug you?
No, ma'am. But you need to know that calendar parking always starts the previous evening. So at 6 p.m. the previous night, you always park for the very next day.
Call me Yvette.
Thank you, Yvette.
State-of-the-art infrastructure in law enforcement leads to the public perception of legitimacy, which according to research leads to the law having legitimacy. When that is in place, it leads to compliance and cooperation. The Virginia Police Department and the Virginia Fire Department need a new public safety center with our growing community needs. The Virginia Police Department is currently housed in a city hall which was built in 1905. The building is not compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act for handicap accessibility after hours, and we are lacking space for evidence, training, filing, offices, locker areas, computer service areas, and garage parking for squad cars. Police department staffing has increased in the last 30 years. But more importantly, the evolving needs and expectations of the job to handle complex investigations have placed increased demands on our officers, necessitating more training and equipment to meet these needs. This growth has put an unsustainable strain on the buildings from which our public safety departments operate. The exposure to constant stressors behooves us to provide the best upgrades and infrastructure possible to meet the growing demands. In Virginia, non-compliance issues include interview areas for confidential and private matters, which find this department currently having only one room equipped for video recording. Technology and computer server areas are lacking security. There is a need for an evidence room that is compliant with BCA set standards. Video camera monitoring and fire suppression systems are needed. The department has no safe, secure space to process, package, and handle evidence such as drugs. This can pose undue risk to officers and other employees. There is also need for greatly upgraded file room and record storage, equipment storage closets, a canine storage area, and administrative and patrol officer workspace. Soundproof areas are needed for confidential and sensitive topics like personnel issues. The patrol officers share 3 computer stations for writing documents and reports. This area needs to expand as police reports and cases are requiring increased documentation for court purposes. Secure shelter parking for squad cars is also deeply needed. Currently, the department utilizes a garage that was constructed in 1905 for early model vehicles. The width of the garage is narrow for today's SUV squad cars. Our department currently leaves a majority of our fleet outside idling, as the squad cars must be clear and ready to respond in inclement weather. Locker room facilities for employees also lack the room for growth, and the showering facility is not compliant with current standards. Space is needed that can be utilized as an emergency operations center to manage local crisis situations in a centrally located area. Finally, there are health and wellness concerns with a need for an on-site fitness area. The Virginia Police Department needs an image that the facility represents as to the community's dedication to public safety and well-being.
Welcome back to the Roosevelt Gymnasium on this Friday night. Let's take a look at our scoring and some statistics I have in tonight's first half of tonight's game, and everything is sponsored by the Arrowhead Transit. 3-point shooting, Virginia's made 2 out of 4, while Esko has hit 6 out of 10 from beyond the arc. Virginia perfect from the free throw line, 3 for 3, and Esko has made 8 out of 9. In the first half, Esko has 2 players in double figures. Peyton Weefall was 16 and 14 for Trevor Spindler. Rounding out the Esko scoring, Corey Kama has 6, 5 for Camden Berger, 4 points for John Stadola, and 2 points for Ringo, 2 points for Fisher, 1 point for Lagarde. That's the 50 points for Esko in the first half. And for Virginia, 10 points for Bernard, 9 for Williams, 5 for Carlson, rounding out the Virginia scoring. Hofto with 1 long-range shot, 3 points, 2 for Herberg, and 2 points for Tolman. That's the Virginia 31 points. Again, the scoring stats sponsored by the Arrowhead Transit. Well, as we're a couple minutes away from the start of the second half, let's take a look at the section play. This is boys basketball section in section 7A, 7AA. Well, why don't we take a break and then we'll come back and we'll try to run down those things in our second half. This is high school basketball from the Roosevelt Gym.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Roosevelt Elementary School continues to infuse new technologies into the classroom. Hands-on project-based learning prepares students for higher-level thinking skills. Region-based education allows students to learn in their own communities.
Second half action just underway from the Roosevelt. Hofdahl for three. Shot was put up, not good. Saved by Williams. It gets it up to Hofdahl. Now to Bernard. Spin move, side of the lane, puts it inside for Williams. And a tie-up is called. It'll be Esko's ball. Going in is Berger. Berger's got 7 points. Inside for Williams. Back out Hofdahl. Out of parallel. They'll move it around to Tolman. Hofdahl, a little runner. Shot was blocked by Berger. Long pass in the front court to Weefel. Now to Berger. Shot put up by Fisher, not good, and the air ball off the backboard anyways is grabbed, and here come the Blue Devils. Bernard's shot will not fall. Spindler going in and scoring 2 more. He's got 16 tonight. Huge game for the 6-foot junior. Shot put up by Tolman is good. Tolman's got 4. In the corners, Weefel goes to the elbow. Here's Berger for 3. Bernard clears the boards. Going in, Tolman missed it. Fisher with rebound. Here come the Eskimos with an 18-point lead on the Blue Devils. Fisher off to Weefel. Payton stops in the paint, puts up a 10-footer, will not fall, and Williams grabs it. Bounce pass goes in for Kyle Williams. Back out to Tolman. Goes in, runner off the glass and in. Tolman's got 6 points in the game. Hofdahl now with 6. And the Blue Devils cut into it, and now Esko is going to take a timeout. We're going to take a minute break with 15:10 to play. Esko by 16 over Virginia.
Arrowhead Transit, it really is that simple?
It is that simple. It's 800-862-0175. It's for you.
Hello? Yes, I need to go to Target. Yes, right now. I live at 999 9th Street South.
Well,
no time to talk. Arrowhead Transit's going to be here in 10 minutes.
Well, have a nice time.
It really is that simple. Just call, and the bus will be there to pick you up and to take you where you need to go.
Back to action, and again, looking at the Section 7 2A basketball, the North section, Greenway is going to finish number 1. Proctor, because they beat Virginia earlier this year, is going to get 2, and Virginia is going to get 3. Because Mesabi East beat Duluth Marshall, they're going to get 4. Marshall's going to get 5. I Falls will be 6. 2 Harbor 7, and rounding it out, number 8 will be Evelyn Gilbert. As Weefel goes in and scores, and he's got 18 points in the game. I'll run down the South subsection here in a moment as I get a little break again just for our viewers. Esko, though, is going to be the number 1 seed. Shot put up is not good. Berger with a rebound, and here come the Eskimos. It goes inside to Spindler, and he adds 2 more to his total, and he's got 20 tonight. Between the two, they've got 36 points. Now the ball gets taken away. Here is Spindler. Here's Williams. Virginia turns it over once again. Spindler coming back. Spindler goes in, and a foul is called on Perla. That will be Jack's first foul tonight. Spindler will shoot two. $19 for Spindler. He'll makes this one. Weefel and Spindler will each have 20. Hofdahl gets it into Williams. Williams off the glass. He's got 11 points, and he is the leading scorer for Virginia tonight. Fisher gives it back to Berger. Again, you're watching tonight's telecast on Mediacom Public Access Channel 5 and on Wasabi Community TV, our live stream. Berger kicks the ball back out to Weefel at the free throw line. Spindler, his ball tapped away. Long pass goes up to Bernard. He'll go in and score. Bernard's got 12. And it's a 62-42 lead for Esko with 13:20 to play. Spindler right side. Ball gets tapped away again by Bernard. Here goes Jaden in for a couple more. Goes in the corner. This is Spindler, guarded by Bernard. Now Berger. Weefel gets the pass. Fisher back to Spindler. Berger again. Blue Devils matching up in that man-to-man. Studala going in, draws Williams off the glass. That's a great move. We'll watch that replay. Look at that move. Mans. Williams on the other end answers for the Blue Devils, and Kyle now with 13 in the game. Studala missed the shot. Here comes Perla back to Hofdahl. Hofdahl goes in the paint. His pass goes to Toman. Now Perla inside for Williams. Back to Perla. Jack will put it up, draws the foul, and he's going to, oh, they said he traveled. Herberg will check back in for Virginia. They're going to give Kyle Williams a much-needed rest. Sam Ringo into the lineup for Esko. Studala was tripped by Herberg, and that's Tyler's second team foul on Virginia. Esko's going to be the #1 team in the South. Right now, Pequot and Crosby Arrington are battling for 2 and 3. Those two teams split this year. Pequot has a 9-2 section record, while Crosby Arrington is 10 and 3. Here is Studala scoring 2 more. He's got 8. So those are the only two that will probably work some kind of tiebreaker out. Here's Bernard putting it off the glass and in. Now a takeaway. Bernard is fouled. Foul on Fisher. His first team foul. So again in the South, Esko will be 1. Pequot and Crosby battling for 2 and 3. Moose Lake will River be 4, Pierce 5, Pilger 6, Barnum will be 7, and Aiken is going to be the #8 seed. Free throw was not good by Bernard. He'll get 1 more. Crosby Ironton has 2 games. They play Pillager and Park Rapids, while Pequot Lake still has Perm on their schedule. Bernard will miss them both. Goes to Herberg, and he scores, and he's fouled. Watch on the replay. That's a nice play by the senior. And now he'll be looking for his 5th point tonight. Loose ball goes to Bernard, and he puts it in. Bernard's got 18, and that big lead has been cut to 14 points, 66-52. Under 11 minutes to play. This is Corey Kama. Gives it off. Here's a long shot from Weefel. Will not fall. Perla goes high for the Blue Devil rebound. Now to Hofdahl. Big trip down for Virginia as they're getting a little bit closer in this game. Ball goes inside. Hofdahl will score. Hofdahl's got 8 points. 5 coming here in the second half. And that lead is down to 12. This is James Lagarde. Here's a long-range shot from Weefel. He's got 23 tonight. Ball goes in for Herberg. Short little jumper off the glass, will not fall. Ringo grabs the rebound. Under 10 minutes to play. Pass to Stodala. He's got 10. Hofdahl to Tolman. Now they'll trap him. Here is Hofdahl for 3. He's got 11 points tonight. Big game for the 5'5" junior, 71-57. He cuts the deficit to 14 again. Closest they got is 12. Here's a takeaway. Perla, it's a 3-on-2 for the Blue Devils. Perla goes in and puts it up and in. Jack's first points. And on the turnover, Virginia's going to get the ball. Peters and Williams will check back in. Here is Tolman. Shot off the glass is not good. Kosklo's checked in, picks up the foul. Peters at the line, shooting 2. First point tonight for Nick Peters. Virginia 5 out of 8 from the free throw line, and they've cut it to 10. And now a timeout called by Esko. We're going to take a minute break. 8:31 to play. Esko by 10.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Esko puts the ball in play coming out of the timeout. Ten-point lead for Esko. There's Berger giving it off to Weefel. Spindler, Kama going in. Back to Weefel. Coming up on 8 minutes to play. Here's a long-range shot. Good. Spindler has got 23 tonight. Hofdahl to Tolman. Inside for Williams. Ball's on the floor. It's still loose. And now they tie up. Virginia gets the ball, alternating possession. Someone's got to throw the ball in, and finally Tolman goes to the end line to get the ball with 7:39 to play. Peters gets the inbounds pass. Tolman in the corner. Now Hofdahl, who's had a big second half lifting these Blue Devils, he's gotten them back in this game. Here's Tolman, try to go baseline. Cross court, Peters is open. He'll go into the paint, puts it up, will not fall. Nice play by Peters to tie him up. Alternating possession goes to Esko. Now Fisher will check back in for Esko. Riley Fisher, 6'3" sophomore. Esko by 13. Just over 7 minutes to play. That's Kama guarded by Hofdahl. Slapped away by Hofdahl. Hofdahl gives it over to Peters. Goes in. Peters draws a foul. Boy, I like this Joe Hofdahl, the way he's played. Spindler picks up the foul. That's his second. Peters will shoot 2. Koskela gets the rebound. Peters, after making his first 2 tonight, has missed his next 2. And Esko with the ball in a 13-point lead, coming up on 6:45 to play. Kama going in, missed the shot. Berger with the rebound, he's fouled underneath. Kyle Williams picks up his second. Berger's got 7 points tonight. First time at the line. Missed to both. Williams the rebound. Peters and the Blue Devils looking to cut into that 13-point deficit. Here's Tolman, gets it into Williams. It'll be Virginia's ball off the foot of Fisher. And now we've got a turnover on the Blue Devils. Corner to Spindler. Inside for Koskela. Coming up on 6 minutes to play. Here's Kama from long range. He's got 9 points tonight. Bounce pass in for Williams, and we've got a foul. Boy, Esko's made 9 out of 15 from beyond the arc. Virginia 4 out of 6. Williams going to shoot a pair. Spindler picks up his third. Williams at the line tonight, 1 for 1. He's got 14 points in the game. Perla checks back in for Virginia. Foul called on Tolman, that's his third. Ball goes inside. Fisher, we got a foul on Williams. Kyle picks up his third. Fisher will shoot 2. Peyton Weefel will check back in for Esko. Over the back foul called on Spindler, and that is going to be his fourth. This is Hofdahl, off to Peters. They go inside for Williams. He's double teamed. Back out for Hofdahl. Turnover. Here comes Weefel back. Great defense by Peters, and now Perlo grabbed the loose ball. To Hofdahl. Tolman at the wing. Williams with a high screen. Hofdahl's open, little runner. Spindler with a rebound. Up to Weefel. 4:45 to play. Esko by 15. Virginia did get it down to 10 with 8.5 to go, and now put up and in by Berger. And he's got 9 points tonight. Peters gets the bounce pass. Inside for Williams, on the floor, puts it up. He draws a foul and scores. Williams with 17, and he's going to go to the line. Stadola picks up the foul. That's his third. Carlson checks back in for Virginia. Williams is perfect from the line tonight, 3 for 3. He's got 17 points. Get it up to 18. And a timeout. We're going to take a minute break. It's 80-66 Esko with 4:16 to play. All set to resume action. A few other boys' games on tap on this Friday night. Cherries at Mesabi East. Cloquet and Proctor. Little Fork Big Falls is in Chisholm tonight. Northwood's at Deer River. MIB tonight is playing in Big Fork. Checking back in is Lagarde as the Eskimos turn the ball over. Virginia will get the ball. Says Peters, try to go back inside, and he threw it right to Berger. Here's Berger going in. Kicks the ball back out to Weefall with under 4 to play tonight. 14-point Esko lead. Camden Berger, guarded by Mason Carlson. Here's the shot from inside the free throw line, not good. Tipped around, loose ball's grabbed by Williams. Tries to get it up to Peters. Peters then falls down. And he goes on the end line. It'll be a turnover. Esko gets the ball. Now Toman will check back in for Peters. Comes Lagarde quickly in the front court. Gets it to Fisher. 3.5 minutes to play. Esko 80, Virginia 66. Boys basketball regular season finale on this Friday night. Teams will be in postseason play starting on Tuesday. Virginia will have a home game right here at the Roosevelt. Toman picks up his 4th foul. Stadal at the line to shoot. He'll shoot 2. Second one is good. Hofdahl to Toman. Here's Toman going in the paint. Try to give it to Williams. Again, Berger steps in the passing lane. Deep in the corner for 3. Lagarde. Williams with the boards. Comes Perla back. Perla for 3. Berger clears it. Virginia now 4 out of 7 from beyond the arc. Esko is 9 out of 16. Still pretty good average. Here is Stadala going in. The ball is loose on the floor. Weefall goes in with a little runner. And Stadala is fouled by Williams, and that's going to be the 4th on Williams. .2:20 to play. Stadala at the line to shoot 2. .12 points. Now Spindler checks back in. Peters comes in for Virginia. Hofdahl grabs the rebound for Virginia. Hofdahl will give it off to Carlson. They'll trap him. Inside for Toman going in, and he's fouled, and Toman's going to shoot a pair. Berger picks up his first. Toman will shoot 2. Toman with 6 points tonight, first time at the line. He got the second one. Now Virginia putting some full court pressure on. 2 minutes to play. 82-67 Eskimos. Here's Spindler off to Weefel. Berger. Feeds it off. Stodala with an easy two. $14 points. Here's Carlson from long range. Not good. Perla with a rebound. Jack will put it back up and in. Perla's got 4, and we've got a timeout on the floor called by the Blue Devils. We're going to take a minute break. 1:27 to play. Esko by 15.
Providing transportation service for the young to the old, for the able-bodied and those who are not quite so able. Arrowhead Transit. It's your ride to get you where you need to go. Call 800-862-0175.
I didn't get my degree right out of high school, and I ended up getting married and having a few kids. My daughter, she was going through the college, she got her AA degree. She just kind of was like, hey, Mom, you know, you can do it too. And the professors are really encouraging. Everybody's just supportive. This May, I'm looking forward to graduation and walking with their support. My name is Desiree, and this is my Mesabi story.
Blue Devils set their full court man-to-man defense. Berger gets the inbounds pass. And Carlson picks up his third of the night. Berger will shoot 1 and 1. He's been at the line once tonight and missed both free throws. This time he'll make it and get the bonus. He's got 10 points. Spindler and Weefel each with 23 for Esko. Bernard and Williams each with 23 for Virginia. Now for Virginia checking in, senior Donnie Burris. Hofdahl off to Burris. Here's Hofdahl for 3. Coming up in our final minute. Spindler holds the ball, 55 seconds to play. Esko is going to go to 17-9 to finish the regular season, and they're going to be perfect in the section with 8 wins and 8 tries. Blue Devils are going to fall to 14-12. Ball is taken away by Carlson. Fisher to Weefel. Five seconds to play. Here's Weefel. He'll just hold it. And our clock is going to run out. 86-71. Esko over Virginia. Let's take a minute break. Come back and recap the scoring in tonight's Esko victory over Virginia.
Wasabi Range College is, I think, the perfect college for traditional or non-traditional students. I came here to start my nursing career. I really like being able to work with people rather than being secluded. Being able to help people, heal them, that makes a difference, wearing your heart on your sleeve. My name is Becky, and this is my Wasabi story.
Well, let's look quickly at the final statistics in tonight's game. The Blue Devils made 4 out of 8 from beyond the arc, while Esko finished 9 for 16. From the free throw line tonight, Virginia was 9 out of 16, while Esko finished 15 out of 21. Leading scorers tonight for Esko, Peyton Weefall and Trevor Spindler each finished with 23 points tonight. Rounding out their players in double figures, John Sedala finished with 14, and Camden Berger had 11. For Virginia, 2 players with 18 points each, Jaden Bernard and Kyle Williams, 11 points for Joe Hofdahl. Esko with 50 points in the first half, 36 in the second for their 86. Virginia 31 in the first, 40 in the second for 71. Esko finished the regular season now 17-9, perfect, 8 wins and no losses in the section. Virginia finished the regular season at 14-12, 10 wins and 6 losses in the section, and both teams will be in playoff action starting on Tuesday. Esko will be the number 1 seed in the South, and Virginia will be the number 3 seed in the North. Again, playoff action starting on Tuesday. Well, that'll do it from the Roosevelt Gym. Hope you enjoyed our telecast tonight. For Darwin Aller on our camera, Terry Hardica down in the truck, I'm Bob Cohen with the play-by-play. Once again, our final score in our regular season finale, Esko 86, Virginia 71. Good night, everyone. For the Jags. Now Sipple on top. Carlson for 3. 3-2 Blue Devils. Carlson back. 16 minutes to play in our first half. Blue Devils with a 3-2 lead. Cunningham now to Maloney. He'll let go the long one. Blue Devils perfect from long range. And it's a 6-2 Virginia lead. Johnson pass inside, tapped away, nice play.